I know there are people right now waiting to buy Pulse and buy PulseX because they think that it's going to go up more. And Richard just freaking told you the utility is not the feature that makes price go up. Okay? Ethereum does not cost as much as a Bitcoin still. What does cost more? The store of value. What is HEX? HEX is the store of value, and HEX will be the premium store of value on the new network. Okay? So you got to remember that the reason Pulse was designed to begin with was to enhance HEX and save hexagons. That's what it was being built for originally. All this other stuff is marketing. Okay? Marketing and memes. It brings attention. It gets people to use it. But the liquidity, I'm telling you, is going to be set up to benefit HEX. If you can open up a new store to promote your products and set the prices where you wanted them, wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you do that? If you could do that for absolutely free because you already hold a majority of the coins. I really don't want to get into this because
we just got that. That means you just got into it.
I don't want to get into this because look, there are going to be a lot of really pissed off people because Richard's about to pull off something that they could never even imagine doing. Okay? He is about to pull off the coolest freaking thing ever based on mathematics. There is no way HEX fails.
Okay, you have to get into
And he
that.
has all the tools that he needs to do it.
Can I press you to get into it?
You know, Captain wants me to do this too. He wanted to drag me on his show. So utility is inversely proportional to number go up. It's true. Sure. It is actually true because when you use something, you're selling it and the price goes down, right? You know, so if you leave it set and hold it, the price goes up because the availability becomes less. It's actually interesting how that works. Pull up apex.win. Charts. Now this is testnet. Okay, this is testnet. Now, but if you look, how many pulse does one hex equal?
1 hex equals 245 PLS.
So if pulse moves up a penny according to this chart, how much does hex move up?
245.
There you go. Who's setting the pools?
The OA.
There you go. If that pool is deep and there's not enough coins to add to one side to double one side, you cannot move that ratio. So if one hex is worth 245 pulse goes up a penny, hex goes up how much?
Hex
goes up $2.45 if pulse moves a penny. If the liquidity pools are deep and you can't change the ratio. Now, I don't know how deep the pools are going to be, but the point is one hex is worth a lot of pulse. Pulse will not be able to move without pushing hex up by some level of some multiple. So if you're betting on the sidelines, thinking that you're going to buy pulse and you're going to dump it because it's going to move faster and harder than hex, you're wrong, because hex already is going to start at a multiple of whatever pulse is going to be from day one. There, over.
Wow. Okay. That is getting clipped. That much I can tell you. But very well said. So you're saying you're saying even in first cycle, very likely HEX outperforms Pulse and PulseX.
I'm saying it is like Hart's law.
Mathematically, yeah.
It's Hart's law. It's a train. One car cannot move without moving the other car forward based on the liquidity in the pools. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is going to have a ratio to Pulse instead of Ethereum. Pulse will have a ratio to USDC. Okay? That pool will probably be small. All right? That allows the price to pump hard, but since everything else has a relationship to Pulse, because Pulse moves up in price, so does everything paired with it.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Deep. Good stuff. So is it even worthwhile? Because everybody wants, in your opinion, is it even worthwhile to get Pulse or PulseX? Because everybody wants Pulse. They think it's the new thing. Are they going to be happy?
It would be good. You're going to need Pulse to do your transactions, but it's the dumb pipe. It is the dumb pipe.
Yeah.
That's the part people don't get. It is the dumb pipe. And the exchange has buy and burn. Well, everyone's like, oh, but the buy and burn's going to make it go up. Oh, yeah? Now you pair HEX with it. How many PulseX is HEX worth? 500? One HEX is worth 500. So what happens if there's a buy and burn in Pulse HEX and it's 500 HEX? HEX gets the benefit of the buy and burn.
Yeah, because the ratio comparison to HEX, now it takes, yeah. That is brilliant. Oh, makes me rethink everything.
It's a zero cost way of pumping your own coin.
Yeah.
It's a zero cost way of pumping your own coin.
And I've been saying HEX is king, by the way. I haven't, said it as deep as you, but I've been saying HEX is king. Even let's say Pulse and PulseX outperform, you're not catching the bottom and top. You're probably going to do something stupid like everyone does, especially if you're a pleb.
I'm telling you, if the liquidity is set up properly, it's not possible for them to outperform.
Yeah.
It's like Unisocks. Unisocks are not worth $40,000. Why were they worth $40,000? Because they were paired up with X amount of ETH that went up in value. So then guess what? Because they could be traded for X amount of ETH, they were also that value.
Yeah.
Richard has gone over this extensively and tried to explain to people the power of liquidity bonding, why he called it Hart's Law to begin with. He has been telling you the whole damn time what he's going to go do, and he's just watching people pull their money out of HEX and sit on the sidelines and he's just sitting there going, what the fuck? You know what? He did expect it to be the bottom. He didn't see these whales deciding that they were going to pull money out, thinking they were going to wait on the sidelines. When he said, I think HEX could have already bottomed, he thought that. He didn't see these random people going, I just do dumb things. But the problem is we've got a lot of dumb people in large positions that have no concept. They're not dumb. They're playing the game that they're familiar with, and it's the only game that they know, and they don't realize that the rules have changed. So they're still trying to bet on a winning horse. They don't see what's coming. They do not see what's coming.
Yeah. And
HEX is going to melt. Face it.